Desiree with theastrologyaddiction.com, and thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be on the composite chart. If you have any requests, please leave them below. But a composite chart is a relationship chart between two people, and it can tell you a lot about the purpose of the relationship, the dynamics, some struggles, things that the relationship is meant to teach you, and it really gives you a lot of important information. So if you are looking at the relationship between you and another person, this is a great way to have a lot more insight into the meaning and the way that you guys can work better together, challenges you might face. So if you're interested in booking a reading with me, my link is in the description box. Now, the next aspect that we'll talk about is the moon opposite to Saturn in the composite chart. So the moon a lot of times in composite charts shows the more feminine energy of the relationship, the more emotional side of it. It can be the man or the woman, I would say, but a lot of times it does lean more towards how the woman feels. So moon, Saturn, this shows a need for commitment, a need for someone to make the decision to emotionally, only want to be with one person usually, because Saturn is about rules, restriction, structures, stability. And when the moon is opposite to Saturn, it's putting a pressure on that to stay, stay here, commit, build your structure right here. You're not going anywhere. So there can be a really, from the man, he can sometimes feel a overwhelming need to be more responsible, to take care of this person, like he has a duty to her in some kind of way, like he knew, there's something within this relationship that he has to work through, or she has to work through, whatever it may be, but there is a strong need of wanting to stick it out. And it can be even pretty comfortable usually, because the moon and Saturn are just like they're cozy together. The moon wants stability, comfort, it wants to feel safe, and it wants someone to always be there. It wants to be nurtured. But this kind of takes out some of the fun and the hot romance of it. It makes it more serious. So the couple, maybe in the beginning, they had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun times, a lot of drama and passion, but sometimes this can kind of drown things out with responsibility. There can be a level of okay, this was a lot of fun, and now maybe we're living together. Now things are getting a little more boring. They're getting more monotonous. They're getting more routine. They're just getting more stagnant, because that Saturn is kind of in the background, like responsibility, money, making sure that you're on track. There's just kind of an impending force that is really, causing the couple to focus on more serious topics, and there's less laughter, I would say, with this aspect, and maybe less spontaneity. Things are maybe more planned, or maybe there's certainly a level of, just depending on what sign these planets are in, if the moon's in Aries or Leo, there can definitely be that passionate level of love and lust and just fieriness, but there's always going to be that level of responsibility in the background. So you do see this aspect in long-term relationships a lot of the time, because when the people feel that responsible and connected to one another, and that much pull to someone, in that way, they tend to be able to build on it, build a foundation that's really pretty sound and, again, comfortable, and something that they're able to stay with for the long haul. But with this, it's important to be a little bit more lighthearted from time to time. Make sure that you're prioritizing romance and understanding communication, prioritizing each other's emotions, and keeping it fun and not always so serious. Of course, you want to look at which sign it is in and which house it's in for further detail, but that can all be done with an astrologer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave your feedback below, any requests you have. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and again, if you want to connect with me or book a reading, my link is below. Have a great day. Bye.